This girl is forever doing the most, trying to be a celebrity. She says in the captions, "So grateful to share my journey with all of you. If you followed my story or if you're just now discovering it, you can stream all episodes of my documentaries, Life After Lockup Season 1 and 2 and The Prison Confessions, on Hulu now." What's crazy is that's not documentaries. That's a reality show. The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, which aired on January 5th of 2024, is a docu-series. Thank you to everyone who has supported me, learned with me, grown with me. Blah, 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 blah. It means everything. Tune in, catch up. Yeah, no. There isn't a single thing that you have not already lied to us all about, Gypsy Rose. Not a thing. And this, trying to push people to go follow you on YouTube again, telling people over on Instagram, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. You've already tried this in 2024 several times, and you've already done this in 2025 several times. You've even had the audacity when called out about it being a family vlogging channel that you are exploiting your baby for views, for money, for monetary gain. You changed the entire description. Now it says official channel of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, sharing my journey of healing, motherhood, growth, and real life moments as I rebuild my future one day at a time. What? Did you fall out of a tree and hit every single branch on the way down? I know that people on the internet sometimes have amnesia, short and long-term memory issues, but the internet is written in ink. And you know what they say, if you don't document it, it didn't happen. First of all, you're not rebuilding a future. Secondly, you're not sharing a journey of healing because you do not show anywhere or document anywhere via video or content or even a TV show, a documentary where you've seen a therapist, you've done the work of healing, that you've seen a psychiatrist, that you've had a brain scan, an MRI, that you've had a very thorough psychological evaluation done, nor have you done an FBI administered lie detector test. So that right there is already manipulating the public, saying that you're sharing your journey of healing, motherhood, growth. And what growth? Continuously lying and manipulating people? The same way you abused for almost 3 years an autistic man into helping you take the life of your mother, who is paying the price for your crime. There are stories much better than this. And even if she had been abused, which she was not, it does not give her the right to kill, because that's not self-defense. What Gypsy Rose Blanchard did was first-degree premeditated homicide. You can take that all the way to the bank. But I think it's funny because on July 9th of 2024, yes, I was here for all of this. She had a YouTube channel and it was called Gypsy Rose Media. That is where she announced her pregnancy, and she quickly got off of YouTube before she made this one. Chaos in the magic. Because with her trifling little ass, ain't nobody dumb enough to believe this shit no more. And ain't no real public figure, politician, commentator, celebrity, advocate on Instagram is gonna buy or believe this bullshit either. Gypsy Rose Blanchard may think that her manipulation works so well and that she's just so smart and so intelligent that she got away with her crime. But what she doesn't realize is there are people out in the world that do have a very high IQ, who are smarter, who see right through her and see through the manipulation and the lies. Your biggest mistake will always be underestimating your audience, underestimating any audience. Do not ever think that you are smarter than your audience. What was it that narcissist Taylor Swift said? The crowd is your king. Never underestimate the king. And this is not only her second YouTube channel in almost 2 years. Gypsy Rose Blanchard just came back not even a month and a half ago after announcing to the world that you got what you want. I'm not going to post anymore. Let me tell you something. Every motherfucker that's on TikTok is a motherfucker on Instagram too. Yet she came back to TikTok again and said that nobody is going to invalidate her abuse, yet she's never validated that abuse actually occurred. Fact check me on that. Go ahead. Show me one video, one audio, one definitive proof that Gypsy Rose Blanchard was mentally, physically, or emotionally abused by her mother. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not going to hold my breath. And now she's saying that she's only going to be on Instagram and YouTube without a focus on TikTok anymore. Why? Because she thinks she can control YouTube and Instagram. That's funny, because if you think your hatred, the actual hatred of people for you, is bad over on TikTok, you have nothing. Because I have seen comments eating her the fuck alive with 3 hour, 2 hour, 30-minute long videos of her doing nothing but lying, contradicting herself over and over and over again on Instagram and on YouTube. And the people over on YouTube, they see Gypsy for the liar, the manipulator, and the con artist criminal that she is. And you know what's so funny? She could have saved over 10 years of bullshit and lies, and she could have just came out. She could have just told the truth that she was almost 24 years old. She was pretending to be a mentally disabled child in a wheelchair. She was, okay? If it's Munchausen syndrome by proxy, the proxy doesn't know to pretend to be a mentally disabled child. And also, when you're a full-grown adult woman, not even a month and a half away from your 24th birthday, and you are pretending to be a mentally disabled child, well, that's on you. She was walking around inside of the house all the time behind closed doors. That is a fact. Had she come out and told the truth, it would have saved so much time and so much energy, and people really would have believed her. And the reason why it was too good to be true is because the story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, her life, her mother, and her crime is exactly that. It's not true. Had she just told the truth, not a narrative, not a rewrite of history, not some bullshit narrative that she's spinning to try to make money and grift exactly like she always had. Just the truth of how things really happened. Just the truth of what life was really like. Just the truth of what actually occurred, what actually happened. People would have had a lot more respect for her. In fact, the supporters that she did have wouldn't have ended up seeing her for exactly who and what she is and leaving her. And I've said this since early 2024 to the spring of 2025. The people that are clout chasing and grifting the most are the people that are attracted to Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Those are the people that enable and encourage her negative and bad behavior, her abuse, and her harm on other people, especially content creators. A whole entire docu-series could be made about what her cult, her family, and her friends have done to people online, just by itself. I've been here specifically talking about the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case online, even though I've known about it since it happened. I've watched the documentaries, I've watched the act, but I started making content on October 12th of 2023. I have witnessed, I have seen, and I have heard some of the most despicable, most evil, most heinous, and deplorable things happen on social media because of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And the people and family that she surrounds herself with are nearly as bad as she is. And no, people are not going to shut up and go away. And no, you're not going to illegally copyright strike people over on YouTube when it's under fair use and copyright law. And no, it's not going to stop people from making content on Instagram and YouTube. And she refuses to answer why she was pretending to be a mentally disabled child and walking behind closed doors.